Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a minute since my last, I guess you could say official, so to speak, video. Today, I have a very special treat for all of you. And because, you know what, I think it worked pretty well last time. You guys really liked my Pokemon games tier list. You obviously had a lot to say about it too. So, I decided that I will make another brand new tier list for what else other than Mario Kart. Woo! Yeah, Mario Kart, woohoo! Specifically, this is the, oh damn it, you can't even see because my face cam, but it just says this is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Tracks tier list maker. But basically what this is, it's a tier list maker, and these are all of the tracks that are included in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, excluding the new DLC pack that's coming out later on this week. I will probably make an updated tier list of this once all the packs and all the waves are out, just because there's so many more that'll probably change the dynamic of Mario Kart, so I'll worry about that later on. But this is just the base, I believe 48 tracks, I could be wrong, but these are, you know, the ones that are included in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. These are all the ones that are unlocked right off the bat. And I've played this for about, you know, it's gonna be 5 years now, so I've kind of got a pretty good understanding of these tracks. I'm sure most of you guys do as well. You know, if you come to the stream, sometimes we play Mario Kart a lot, and so we see these tracks all the time, some more than others, but that's exactly why I decided to make a tier list about it. And so, you know, why the hell? I mean, it's pretty fun to just do this type of stuff anyway. Before the video begins though, I would appreciate it if you guys leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. It is completely free, and you know what? It helps out a lot, and I would really appreciate it. And of course, with that being said, please enjoy the video. Alright, so like I said, 48 tracks. This is a pretty good amount. I will try to do my best not to drag this on like I did the Pokemon one. Obviously, there was a lot that I went into because you know, of all the experiences that I've had with all the Pokemon games. So I decided, you know, I'll try to make this as condensed as possible. So we'll try to go quickly. I don't think I'll change anything to the tier list right now. You know, S to D rank, not too bad. Remember D for dumb. Alright, but starting off real quick, the Nintendo 3DS DK Jungle in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is a pretty fun course. I know we sometimes get it quite a bit. It's nice. It's action paced. I like the kind of, you know, jungle environment that it kind of gives off. And you know, it's pretty fun, you know, to just be kind of, you know, traversing through a cool, like, kind of like ancient ruin, so to speak. It's like a gold city, and it's big elements from, I believe, Donkey Kong Country. So it's pretty fun. Looks really cool. It's not too bad. I'd say I'd put, you know, DK Jungle at A rank. It's not bad at all. Up next, 3DS Music Park. So this is a cool stage. I love music. I love the type of theming that, you know, comes with this course as well. Everything's, you know, musical. There's a bunch of instruments. My favorite part about it is probably like the piano keyboards that they have, where you can literally drift, and like it creates like a nice like kind of melody that like goes like I believe 3 times. So it's really cool. I usually pick this course whenever I play online with friends. It's really fun, and it's nice to kind of, you know, get into like a nice rhythmic mood. So obviously that's my S rank. I love Music Park to the max. It's really fun. Moving right along, of course, Piranha Plant Slide. This is a cool, unique course because this kind of takes the concept of, like, you know, going underground in a Mario level to the next level, because they imagine like a, you know, like I guess like a treatment plant, so to speak, but like it's basically just filled with piranha plants and pipes and, you know, other enemies and other things like that. I think it's really cool. I usually don't play this one as much, but whenever I do, it's fun because, you know, you get to try to, you know, trick people while they're, like, you know, moving into the other side to get hit by the piranha plant, or, you know, when you're trying to go up like that one steep gap up the waterfall, you can throw a bomb behind you and literally, like, you know, everyone gets like screwed over. So that's pretty fun. Though I don't play it as much, I still think it's pretty cool, but I would definitely put Piranha Plant Slide as a B rank. Oh, Bone Dry Dunes, and this is a cool one. I like the concept that you're kind of like in a harsher desert environment. There's a lot of, you know, dry bones around. There's like the cool anti-gravity moments where like you go up like this skeleton kind of siding, which I think is really cool. But Bone Dry Dunes is really cool. I think it's a nice little concept. It is tricky too because there's a lot of, you know, twists and turns that the course takes, so you got to be quick on your feet, or else like you'll end up in like a sand kind of trap area and you'll lag behind, or unless someone like throws a green shell at you, you can get screwed over. That's not too bad. I would also probably put this at B rank, but I think I would put it behind Piranha Plant Slide. I think I have more fun with that one than Bone Dry Dunes. Ooh, okay. This Bowser's Castle is really cool. Obviously, you know, in any Mario Kart game, they always have a Bowser's Castle and a Rainbow Road. We'll get to Rainbow Road later on. But I think this Bowser's Castle is unique because it just feels more menacing, I feel like, than any of the other ones that have come by. because not only do you have, you have like lasers, you have like a swinging like chain, like a ball, you have fire, you have, a huge like Bowser who like, slams like the side of like the road, so that like the road kind of like, like warps, which I think is really cool. You have like lava plumes, you have rocks like rolling all over the place. It feels like Bowser's Castle. I think it's really cool how they did that. So I'd give it a high A. I think Bowser's Castle it's a unique course. I think it really embodies what Bowser is, and like, the kind of theming you get whenever you play like a Bowser Castle level. So that's definitely a high A for me. Damn, that's good. Cloud Top Cruise. And this is a cool stage too. This I believe the track is it's reminiscent from one of Super Mario Galaxy. I forget which stage it is. Obviously, I haven't played enough Mario Galaxy in a long time, but I think Cloud Top Cruise is pretty fun. You're going over top of like clouds, and then you end up on like some of Bowser's airships. And then once you go through the cannon, you go through like a cool thunderstorm type like anti-gravity zone, which is really, really cool. So you gotta be like really kind of careful about whether or not you're gonna get zapped by the lightning or not. But it's nice, it's tricky. You have people who are trying to throw their shells or trying to like knock you off the actual stage so they can get ahead of you. So you have to be kind of quick on your feet with it. And I like the music, I like the theming, it's pretty cool. I would definitely put Cloud Top Cruise as, I'll put it as an A rank, right between DK Jungle if it'll let me. There we go. Dolphin Shoals. Okay, this is a classic Mario Kart 8 course. First off, yes, I do like the music, the jazz element to it, the upbeat kind of tempo. It's really, really cool. I like the beach kind of theming too. You're like in a nice shoal, as it says, lots of like, coral reefs, like, fresh kind of like seawater type stuff. And of course the giant eel that's there too. And also when you get above the water level and like the nice kind of drift you can do on like the sharp turn, I think it's really cool. It definitely feels like a nice lighthearted course, and I do like playing it a lot, especially since you are underwater. I would definitely put that as definitely a high S in my opinion. Also, in case you didn't realize this, yes, this is just gonna be my opinion. So if you agree with it or you disagree with it, please let me know. I'm sure many of you have played more of these courses than I have, or some more than others as well. But let me know what you guys think so far. I think these are pretty good rankings so far. We still have a lot to go, honestly. Why are there so many Mario Kart courses? Okay, right back into the beach theming. Okay, no contest. Cheep Cheep Beach is probably my favorite course in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. First off, it's a beach theme. I just like the theming of like a summertime like course. Like you're out, like the sun is shining, like the waves are nice, the breeze is so cool. And then you have Cheep Cheep Beach. You're literally like racing on a beach. It's reminiscent of I don't know if you guys remember Peach Beach from I believe it was GameCube, and then it was also Mario Kart Wii. It's kind of reminiscent of that, but it's really cool. You get to swim with the fishes or the Cheep Cheeps. It's like there's nice turns as well. You also have to be very careful with how fast you're going too, because if you hit like in like a mud patch, you kind of get stuck. If you hit a crab, you get stuck too. But I think it's one of my favorite courses, and actually no, not one of them. It is my favorite course in Mario Kart, so definitely a high S. Man, we're just getting like S tiers after S tiers. Tick-Tock Clock. This is, of course, a stage modeled after Tick-Tock Clock from Mario 64. Also, again, the music, I'm also taking into consideration not just like the gameplay, but also the music and the other things that come to mind. Tick-Tock Clock especially, I like the music a lot. And the theming is cool. You're literally inside of a giant clock, and like, you're racing over gears. You're bypassing, like clock hands, stuff like that. It's really cool. I would probably put Tick-Tock Clock, yeah, definitely an S tier. Does it go in front of Music Park though? No. I think it's. Oh god, no, I don't want to do that. There you go. Yeah, Tick-Tock Clock's probably the third from the top, because it's just fun, it's unique, and it's a clock. Who doesn't like clocks? Wario Stadium. Okay, Wario Stadium's cool. There's a lot of like Wario's like theme, Wario Waluigi stages that have been in Mario Kart in the past. Here's hoping that Waluigi Pinball comes back for 8 Deluxe. I'm sure it will. But Wario Stadium is pretty cool. You're like a nice kind of like I'd say like a destruction derby type stadium, so to speak. There's like hills made of dirt, there's mud pits, there's flames, water type stuff like that. No, it's like a very kind of like a BMX type deal. Like there's a lot of like like I guess heated competition, so to speak. So I think it's really cool. I would probably put Wario Stadium. I like it, but I don't like it too much, because it definitely feels kind of small. I don't know if that's a good way to put it. It feels compact, I think, because the stages are all it is a stadium, so it is like very like compact and like one kind of like continuous loop. But you could say that's the same for all Mario Kart. For Wario Stadium, I would probably put that as a B tier. I think it's okay, but like obviously there have been better Wario and Waluigi stages in the past, so I think that's where it's gonna go for me. Ooh, Electrodome. Okay, this is also a classic Mario Kart 8 course. I have a vivid memory of this. I remember back when I had a Wii U and I had Mario Kart 8. There was one night, I believe it was like, I don't know, like 12 in the morning or something. I crept downstairs and I played it, but I cranked the volume all the way up, and I literally woke my mom up, and so she came down and yelling. She's like, "What the hell are you doing down there?" I'm just like, "Okay, I'm sorry, just good music." I usually do that sometimes if it's like the music's really good. Back then I used to do that a lot, especially for Mario Kart, or not Mario Kart, New Super Mario Brothers Wii. Like there's also certain stages where I just turn up the music to the max, and obviously would, you know, kind of rattle the house a little bit, which is kind of a bad thing, especially if you have sleeping parents and a sleeping family. So that was my bad. I do apologize for that. But Electrodome, back to it. It is a very fun stage. I like the theming of it. It's like, you know, you're at a disco rave. The music's pumping, you know, everyone's dancing, and you're trying to win first place. I like the theming element of it. So I think, you know, in short, Electrodome, I think it gets an S tier. I think it's good. Okay, so now we're getting into some of the retro courses here, and though we kind of did already, but this is GBA Mario Circuit. Some of the you know, the retro courses I think I really appreciate more because they're in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, is how they change them so much. Because this one, literally, it's just like, you know, a flat course, but what they did is they added, you know, an anti-gravity kind of turn, which I think it's cool, it's nice, and it's pretty straightforward. You know, you have like oil spills, you have cones. It honestly feels like a kind of like a test track, but it's nice. It's a nice short and sweet course. And I do have fun whenever I play it, especially like the little boosts that you can get there too. So I think Mario Circuit I think can get, I think I'll put it as like a high B. I do enjoy it. Ooh, okay, Dry Desert. I've played this one way more than I thought I did. Mostly because everyone chooses Dry Desert right away. But Dry Desert, it's fun. You know, it is more, I think, of like kind of like an ancient Egyptian kind of desert, so to speak, other than bone dry dunes. So, you know, you have like, you know, pyramids, you have sphinxes, temples. I think it's cool because, you know, there's also a lot of twists and turns. You have to kind of navigate through the pokies, and there's like a big kind of sand trap in the middle. But then there's like a nice tiny little oasis part, which if you play online with me, you know, a lot of the people I play with, they like to take that big shortcut where they just cut through like the desert area after the oasis with mushrooms or something, and that's how like they get first place, which kind of pisses me off sometimes, but like, you know, that's how the game goes. You're supposed to find ways to kind of get to first place faster, but it is fun. I do enjoy playing it. It is a very good desert level. I believe there's like a couple of them that are like somehow like named Dry somehow, but I think where I would put this, I would probably put it also, I would also put it in a B tier. It's pretty good. Sherbert Land. Now, Sherbert Land, this is also a retro course. Not much to say about it other than that, you know, it's just an ice level. You know, you're kind of riding on ice. And there's, so for the longest time, I thought the penguins in Mario were called Sherberts. I think they're just called penguins. I've been like proven like wrong so many times, but I think they're pretty much just called penguins. I don't know if the ice things are Sherberts or not, or if just Sherbert's just the name of the land. But, you know, pretty straightforward. You ride on ice, but you can also go underwater and like underground in some cases. It's not crazy, but it also is a bit challenging if like you lag behind, like you're trying to get through like the snow patches. It does get kind of annoying. So for Sherbert Land, I would probably put it, I don't know, I think it's kind of a C tier in my opinion. It's just, I think it's, if you nail it down. Also, the other thing too, like if you're good at it, like, you know, there's no challenge. Literally, you can just navigate and then boom, you're there. So Sherbert Land, I feel like it kind of gets a C for me. Hopefully you guys don't hate me for that. Okay, so this is the Mario Kart 8 circuit right here. This is the one that they showed in the first trailer ever. I remember that trailer. I think it's cool. It's like a nice figure eight. It's really a figure eight circuit from DS, but this is more, obviously they can't name it that, or also kind of contradict the other course. But Mario Circuit, I think, is pretty fun. You know, it's around Peach's Castle. I like the idea that like they made like a course around Peach's Castle. It is very unique. I do enjoy the kind of spin they took on it, and it's fun. I do have fun playing it, but it also it's very straightforward. It's literally just a figure eight. They do have the anti-gravity zone, but that's pretty much it, like I said. So I'd probably have to put that as a C tier, honestly. There's not much going for it, except there's the occasional piranha plant, the occasional Goomba, but I mean, it's just Mario Circuit. Also, same can be said for Mario Kart Stadium. It's literally just it's the first course that you play. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, I think the only reason why I would put it a little bit higher than Mario Circuit is just because of like the atmosphere. It's also a stadium, like Wario Stadium, kind of. but like, you know, it feels more like an official kind of like race type deal. Like, you know, everyone's there watching you. Like it feels like a NASCAR stadium. So, you know, there's also like your standard turns, there's the anti-gravity zone, but it gets, you know, people pumped up. It's like, oh crap, like this is exactly what I wanted to see. You know, this is like the best Mario Kart type, you know, I guess event that I could ever watch. So I think Mario Kart Stadium gets a bit higher. I would probably put it at, you know what? I think I'll put it. No, I think it's B tier. I'll put it right behind another Mario Circuit. How about that? Okay, the other Wario course in the game. This is a good one. Mount Wario. I always thought this is pretty fun because I love the concept. It's like a slope hill race. Like you start at the top, you jump out of you jump out of an airplane, and you go down the mountain. You go through like some cool like water parts, like a reservoir. You go through a forest, and then you go through like how do you say it? Slalom type. I don't know what it's called. But like, you know, when like skiers kind of like go through like the flag poles and stuff like that. That's how it ends up at. I think it's really cool. It is a unique concept. I believe, yeah, this is also just from Mario Kart 8. I think it's pretty fun, so I think that definitely gets an A tier for me. You don't know how many people pick Mario whenever we play online. Okay, so I'm surprised this showed up before the newer one, but N64 Rainbow Road, this is a classic. I think I like the presentation that it has because of, you know, it feels very, you know, grand. Everything's golden, everything's, you know, rainbow colored. And it's like a huge party that's going on. You have toads on a golden train flying through the sky. Like, what the hell? How else can you make it more magical than that? It's pretty fun. It's just one continuous lap because the course is so big. I don't know how people did it back then in Mario Kart 64 when you had to go around the whole course 3 times. Obviously, that's what speedrunning is for. But I think it's cool that they just made it one part. That's the trickiest part, though, is that because it's just one, you know, continuous lap, you have to you know, make sure you're in first for most of it, because otherwise if you fall behind, there's no way you're gonna get back in first place. So it is pretty tough. But I do enjoy the course. It is fun. It's nice. It's a nice kind of way, you know, to end, you know, a cup if you're trying to do it or something like that. So I'd probably put it as A tier. I think N64 Rainbow Road gets an A tier. Ooh, okay, Royal Raceway from N64. This is a pretty standard course too. I like it. You know, the also theming is pretty cool. You have like a nice kind of you know, audience watching you race around. I guess this is kind of like Peach's Garden. Oh, dude, who remembers Peach's Garden? That's a good course. I remember that course really well. I had fun playing that one. Royal Raceway, it's pretty, you know, standard. It's pretty simple. You know, you have your twists, your turns. You have a lot of piranha plants here too. Then you have like an area where like you boost up and then you fly off and like land on the platform. I think it's pretty cool. It's not too crazy. I'd say the same thing for like Mario Circuit and Sherbert Land. So I probably have to put Royal Raceway. I think it just goes a bit above Mario Circuit. So I think that's a C tier for me. All right, Toad's Turnpike. This is also literally just a figure 8. It's a highway with no end in sight. I think that's the funniest thing about it. It's very reminiscent. I think in terms of highway levels for Mario Kart, my favorite has to be Moonview Highway. I think that's what it was called for Mario Kart Wii. That just feels like a really cool course. Toad's Turnpike just kind of feels. It's just a loop, and obviously they have the anti-gravity parts too. You can also, you know, get items and like bypass the trucks, but if you get hit by a truck, it's kind of over. So Toad's Turnpike, it's all right, but I'd probably put it behind Mario Circuit because other than that, it's just there. You can drift pretty long too, but that's pretty much it. Ooh, okay, Yoshi's. Are we getting all the N64 stuff now? This is Yoshi's Valley. This is a pretty cool course. The basic concept is, you know, there's so many paths you can take, but ultimately all of them lead to one route that goes to the finish line. So if you know the trick, then obviously, you know, you can get ahead pretty easily. But other than that, it's pretty simple. There's a big egg that rotates around, so if you get hit by that, you're kind of out of luck. But it's fun to do. There's a nice little shortcut you can take too at the end just to kind of get to the finish line faster. So it's pretty fun. I do enjoy playing it. I probably have to put that in B tier though, because other than that, there's nothing too crazy except just a lot of twists and turns. Ooh, okay, Rainbow Road. So this is the newer one from Mario Kart 8. I liked this concept because obviously, you know, you have rainbow roads in the past. You're flying through space on a rainbow road, a road made of stars, made out of light. This took the concept in a new way because you're basically at a space station, and you know I would say these are like the solar panels kind of, but they're basically modeled like rainbows, which I think is really cool. So you're like basically just flying through a space station above Earth. And there's so many cool turns. There's so many unique elements to it. I really like how they did that. I love playing this Rainbow Road more than any of the other two, or many of the other two from this collection. So I think Rainbow Road, this one, I think this gets an S tier. I really like that one. Ooh, okay, Shy Guy Falls. This is pretty cool too. There's a lot of Shy Guy stuff, which I really appreciate this time around. So it's basically like a mining facility, but for like what's it called, crystals. Shy Guy Falls. So that it is very steep at sometimes. I think that's why I like the anti-gravity here too, because you're really just flying through steep mountains and waterfalls. So I think that's pretty cool. It is a bit tricky also. I'm using that word a lot, tricky, because it is. But when like you're flying at like a top speed and someone throws a shell at you and like it knocks you off the edge of the waterfall, it can get kind of messy, but it is pretty fun. I would probably have to put Shy Guy Falls at I'll put it at B tier. I put it at least above Yoshi Valley. How about that? I don't know, that's pretty good. So far, nothing in D, which is I think I'm pretty happy about that. Speaking of D, Donut Plains. Donut Plains is also a pretty standard course. It's a Game Boy Advance one, so it's very. Oh, I'm sorry. This is an SNES course. My bad. It reminds me a lot of Mario Circuit just because of I think the coloring. But I think it's cool. It's nice. Turns. You're basically kind of like in a watery, marshy area. There's Monty Moles, which I think is pretty fun too. So, and like the name suggests, it is pretty plains, so I'd probably have to put Donut Plains. Oh, this is Donut Plains 3, mind you, too. I forgot they numbered their courses back in Super Mario Kart because there's different variants of the same course. So I'd probably have to put Donut Plains. Donut Plains 3 can go there. Yeah, that looks about right. Actually, I'll move Royal Raceway up here. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Ooh, this is a good one. Sunshine Airport. So I like airports for some reason and planes. Sunshine Airport's pretty fun because it basically has you navigate through a terminal, and then like you end up on the runway and you get to like fly with the plane too into like a nice kind of curved track section. So I think it's really fun. It's very fun to kind of snipe people with green shells and like knock them off as they're trying to land safely, which honestly sounds kind of bad. But Sunshine Airport's pretty fun. I like that they added that, and it's a nice reference to Super Mario Sunshine as well. Obviously, you can kind of see the shine star there if you zoom in very like closely. But it's pretty cool. I do like it, and I would probably have to put that as I'll put that as an A tier, honestly. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Sunshine Airport is an A tier for me. Oh, Sweet Sweet Canyon. This is fun. So this is also, it's very modeled off for like a candy type world. It's very, very kind of sweet and bright. It's very like heavy, like light colors for it too. The music's nice and sweet too. And they also have a version of it for the battle mode too. I don't know if I should make a tier list for the battle modes, but I don't think it's anything too crazy. But Sweet Sweet Canyon, it's pretty fun. I don't play it as much as I used to, but I think it's just because everyone chooses other courses. So I'd probably have to put Sweet Sweet Canyon. I'd probably put that as, I'd put this a B tier. It's pretty fun. Swamp Ruins also, I haven't played much of it as of lately. It's pretty fun. You're basically also in like a ruins type area, and there's big thwomps everywhere, which is pretty funny. You just also have to be careful, like the big kind of like stone wheel that will crush you if you're not careful. And also the anti-gravity zone is like kind of jagged, so you have to like monitor your turns as well. Other than that, though, just boast the thwomps. I think that's what the biggest part about it is because thwomps can mess up a Mario Kart race. So I'd probably have to put that. Honestly, I feel like I have to put that in C tier, but I think I'd put that above Toad's Turnpike. Actually, yeah, I'll put it there. Thwomp Ruins, nothing crazy, but I think it's pretty fun. Music's good too. Toad Harbor is unique, I think, because it feels like some people could say San Francisco and California, obviously because like the sharp downhill turn, and also like the trolley cars. It's pretty cool. It's like a nice kind of seaport type city. Obviously, the name Harbor comes into effect. It's nice. It feels like a nice kind of like stroll through town, honestly, too. Like you're driving, you go through shops, you go through plazas type deal. It's pretty fun. I think I do play this one a lot more than I used to, or if I just contradicted myself, whatever I said earlier. But I probably have to put this at a B tier. I think I do enjoy playing it whenever I do. This can slip in there. Perfect. Oh, Twisted Mansion. I have not played Twisted Mansion in a long time. This is obviously modeled after like a Luigi's Mansion type deal. From what I can remember, obviously you have like the two sections where like it's anti-gravity on the side, and then you have to go underwater, and then you have to like go through like kind of like a warped type turn, I believe. It's pretty fun from what I remember, but since I haven't played it a lot as of recently, I could probably only promote it to to C tier. Water park. Oh, this is a nice, fun summer level. Basically, you just kind of go underwater and then you go through like a big loop above water, which is really cool, like a water coaster. It's pretty fun. I like water parks. I remember I went to a bunch of water parks growing up with my family, with my friends. It's always kind of a fun time whenever you go there. It is very crowded though during the summer. I'm sure most of you know that with water parks. But this one in particular, I like playing. It's nice. It's pretty straightforward. There aren't any crazy hazards too, other than just, you know, watch your turns and like watch from getting like hit by a shell. But that's any course of Mario Kart. So I think water park probably a low B. It's not too bad, but like I feel like I should play more of it too. It is fun. Oh, Wii Grumble. Okay, we're getting the Wii courses now. We're kind of just getting into everything now, but Grumble Volcano is a fun one. Basically, you're in a volcano. It's gonna erupt. Like the stage pieces are falling apart. It's fun. I do enjoy playing it. Music's nice and pumping. I remember Mario Kart Wii is probably like one of my favorite Mario Kart games. So Grumble Volcano, I'm glad they brought that back. Hopefully they'll bring back more Wii courses for the DLC. Grumble Volcano, that's an automatic S tier. I think I'd probably throw that in front of Rainbow Road because it's just so fun. Also, who could forget the classic Moo Moo Meadows? Who doesn't love riding with cows in the middle of the farmland? I know Litz does. This is a fun course. Obviously, you know, you actually have to navigate through the cows. It's nice, kind of farm-like stage. It's very wholesome. I feel like it's nothing crazy like any of these other courses are. The Moo Moo Meadows, it's straightforward. I do enjoy having a fun time with it. I put that as a high A. I think it's a high A for me. Neo Bowser City. Ooh. Now I don't like this course solely because of the sharp turns you have to take, and every time I played it, I feel like either I fall off, someone hits me off with a shell, or I end up just like getting like you know, held back from first place and end up getting like 6th place or something. It's all right, but like you have to be very careful about your turns. I feel like in terms of 3DS, when I played on the 3DS, I felt the same way. So I think this is our first D tier. It's very troublesome if you don't know what you're doing too. So what we just did was the base tracks from Mario Kart 8. And when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, actually before that, they added 2 DLC packs to the Wii U version, and it came with these tracks, which I think is pretty cool. Obviously, some of them were really cool to see back, and also there are new ones. But when Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, these were included at no additional price. So I think it was really cool that they did that. But let's get right into it. Starting off with Animal Crossing. I like Animal Crossing as a game. It's fun, it's nice, it's sweet. And I love the idea that like it can change depending on the seasons, or the whole course changes depending on whatever season it randomly picks. I really like that. It's nice. It's like a cool, calming course. And instead of coins, they have bells instead of like the currency in the game, which I think is really cute. And when they added Villager and Isabelle to the character list, so it's pretty fun. I'd probably put that at a high A. A for Animal Crossing. How about that? Oh, Big Blue. All right, so the F-Zero courses, they're all right. Big Blue, everyone picks Big Blue, and I just don't know why. I have fun with it, but like, it's very stressful if you're trying to if that last segment and you're trying to get first, and then everyone comes out of the woodwork and then they start pushing for first, and you end up getting 5th place. It's fun. I like how they included another F-Zero course, but for me, Big Blue isn't the greatest one, so I'd probably honestly have to put that as a C tier. I'm sorry F-Zero fans. I just had to. Dragon Driftway is kind of similar to how the F-Zero courses are too, except they rely heavily on anti-gravity. It's fun, but if you play on 200cc, like the turns can get very hectic. You can start like slamming into walls and falling off edges. I think just for Dragon Driftway in its entirety, I like the concept, I like the theming, but I also probably have to put that as a C tier, which kind of sucks. Some of these courses I felt like they did kind of get C tier-ish, but we'll see what happens. The training's mad at me for that one. Who would have thought? All right, Excite Bike Arena, huh? I heard this. Actually, no. This one I feel like people pick a lot whenever we do online. Excite Bike is literally just the Excite Bike course from Excite Bike the game. How many times can I say that? Where it's literally just one loop. It's like a BMX kind of course. This is more so than like Wario Stadium. I think it's fun. Obviously, you can do a lot of jumps. You can do a lot of tricks. And it's fun because, when people are like all in the air, like you throw a red shell to get knocked off into the grass, stuff like that. It's cool they included like a retro course like this. It would have been even cooler though if they included the Excite Bike, biker. That would actually be pretty cool. Maybe they could do that for the DLC courses, especially since they have the actual guy here, or the statue version of him. But Excite Bike, it's pretty fun. I'd probably have to put that as a B tier. But honestly, it's fun enough that I'd probably put it I probably put it like right here, pretty mid B, but it's not too bad. Ah, Cheeseland. They picked this one way too many times whenever I play online. I've never had a good experience with Cheeseland. I always end up getting screwed over by either the chain chomp, by the cheese like kind of ground area, or just falling off somehow. Cheeseland, this is also a D. This is a low D. I hate Cheeseland. It is one of my, I hate it so much. I know Nolan absolutely loves it. I hate Cheeseland. Ribbon Road is okay too. Ribbon Road, if this is a GBA course, actually so was Cheeseland. Ribbon Road though, I just feel like it's just not as, you know, I mean it's fun, it's fun. I like how, obviously it's way different from what the Game Boy Advance version was, but other than that, like, you gotta be very careful about like how far you get back, because it takes a while for you to kind of catch up with people, especially in like that, the anti-gravity ribbon bridge that like keeps like moving in the air. So you gotta be very careful about like how far you fall back, because it might take a minute for you to get back up. But I do have fun with it. I think though for Ribbon Road, I might have to put that at a C tier. Probably a bit higher though than Dragon Driftway and Big Blue though. I will give you that. Baby Park. They also pick Baby Park way too much too. Basically, just 5 or 7. I think it's 7 laps. But it's just a small ass loop. It's like Excite Bike but smaller, which is why they added more laps to it. It's fun. It's chaotic, especially if you do 200cc with bananas only. It's very chaotic, so I do have fun with it. But I just hate when people pick it too much. But I think my personal experience, I would probably put that at a low B. B for Baby Park. Oh, okay. Yoshi's Circuit. This is a good course. This is basically an island modeled after Yoshi. It's pretty fun. I like playing it. I usually, you know, like kind of, you know, competing with my friends against like once we're like so close to the finish line. It's always fun to use, you know, items and things like it. So Yoshi Circuit, it's pretty fun. There's also some shortcuts you can take too. I heard it's also very good for item smuggling if you're into that type of stuff. So for Yoshi Circuit, I would probably have to put it as, I'd probably put it as like a nice A. I think that's where it would go. Hyrule Circuit. So this is the Zelda course that they added. I'm glad they added Zelda DLC. You can, you know, pick up, one of your characters you can pick as is either Link or Breath of the Wild Link, which is really cool. It has a nice bike, you know, gliders, stuff like that, wheels. Hyrule Circuit's cool. They swapped out the coins for rupees, which is really cool. So you get to drive through the castle. There's like one section where like if you hit like the things 3 times, it opens up a secret ramp and you can grab the Triforce, which is really fun, or the Master Sword, sorry. And it's fun. I like how they introduced like a Zelda element to it. All my Zelda fans out there, you guys know that you like playing Hyrule Circuit. It's fun, it's nice, it's lighthearted, and of course they have the main Zelda theme, which is also fun. But I'd probably have to put Hyrule Circuit as, honestly, I put it as A. I'll put it as a low A. Ice Ice Outpost. This is kind of a better version of Sherbetland, so to speak. This is like a, I guess like an construction industrial zone-ish area and like an iceberg. So you have your you're just basically just driving on like these paths set within an iceberg. So I don't think there's any ice to it. So you basically just, you know, navigate through it. There's a lot of cool anti-gravity moments. And there's like, it's like a split path. So there's a green path and there's a yellow path, and you have to follow those the entire time. I think that's also why they have a green and yellow toad here too, but that could just be me. Who knows? So Ice Ice Outpost, I would probably put as a B tier. It's not too bad. All right, Mute City. Mute City is just, I don't know, man. It's fun. I'm glad they you know, threw it in as an F-Zero course. Obviously, they have the Mute City theme. It's fun. They, you know, heavily rely on the anti-gravity here as well, so you gotta be very careful about how and where you go. It's not too bad. I'd say the one part that is kind of tricky is when like there's that little shortcut where you basically just have to make a sharp right turn, and then you like fly off the edge and you end up like, you know, like 2 paces ahead of everyone else. But it's pretty cool. I'd say it's definitely better than Big Blue. 100% is way better than Big Blue. I'd probably have to put Mute City right. I think I'd put it like right here. So definitely above Big Blue. That's all I wanted to say. SNES Rainbow Road is a flat course, but it has thwomps that can make the ground shift. And if you fall off, you die. And other than that, it's pretty okay. And this is the SNES version, so this is the first ever Rainbow Road. I'm glad they included it. Music is good, but the track itself is pretty straightforward. And if you're playing like a high CC, or if you're just playing with a lot of competitive people, it can get very chaotic. I'd probably have to put that as a high C. I'm sorry, that's where it goes. Super Bell Subway. This is also one of my favorite courses here. I like the music. I love how like when it switches like a nicer kind of like upbeat tempo, or I guess not upbeat, like kind of like a cut time type mix when you go underground into the actual subway. Very nice reference to Super Mario 3D World, and also just like any underground level in Mario Bros. I like how like you have to avoid the subways too, because it's nice like kind of instead of like trucks on like a highway, you have to avoid trains. And I do like the subway theming of it too. So that, I believe this is also an S tier for me. I think this is, yeah, I think this is like my second favorite course, honestly. So this is my S rank right there. Wario's Gold Mine. This is also a classic from the Wii. Wario's Gold Mine is basically like Shy Guy Falls, except way crazier. You're basically following like a mine kind of. You're in a mine shaft. You're following like mine tracks, or train tracks, I guess you should say. And it's fun. You know, there's coins, there's bats, there's twists and turns, there's anti-gravity, there's secret paths. There's nice little shortcuts you can take over like big gaps. It's fun. I think Wario's Gold Mine is. I think that's also another S tier for me. I'd probably have to put that like right here though. So yeah, another S tier. Look at that. Okay, and the last one, it appears, is Wildwoods. So this is cool. You're basically in a giant forest, and you know you drive up trees, but then you also go through like a nice kind of like wooden village type area with like a big waterfall and everything. It's so cool. I like the concept. This one doesn't get picked nearly as much, or I feel like I'll get to random in a second, but like for Wildwoods, I think it's fun. Just people should play it more often. And it is a really cool concept. I think you would probably be best. I think it's an A tier. I most likely have to put it. I think I'll put Wildwoods over Cloud Top Cruise. So yeah, that looks about right. And then random sucks because it only picks a very select few courses, I feel like. Although everyone has a different experience with random. But for me, I feel like it always picks Cheese Land, it always picks Ribbon Road, it always picks Mount Wario, it always picks, you know, certain courses all the time. I don't know if that's just because of how it's programmed, or if random just hates me. So I feel like random is better than Neo Bowser City. All right, so this is my tier list. I hope you guys, enjoy me making this tier list. I think it's pretty solid. I have way more S ranks than I thought I did, which is really unique. I think this is pretty even out. Let me know what you guys think. Right below in the comments what your tier list would be. And actually tweet your tier list at me too. I'd love to see them. I hope you all are excited for the new Mario Kart DLC as much as I am. I think it's so crazy that this 5-year-old game, is getting more DLC that'll probably last throughout the rest of the lifespan of the Switch, to be honest. But that only means that Mario Kart 9 will be on the next console, which I think it's not bad, but it'd be cool to see, you know, more stuff coming. I'm really excited to see what new courses, what new characters they'll reveal, if there's going to be new characters, which I hope there will be. Also, you can probably see I'm back in my college apartment. I am going to be here until the end of April because that's when my semester ends. So there is going to be a big shift in, you know, videos and streams. But follow my socials. I'll update, when stuff happens at that point. But that's all I got for now. Thank you guys for watching this video. My name is KnightSky, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.